Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say this is my favorite game to play right now, and honestly the best action mobile game I've ever played. This game runs extremely smooth, and the actions are very responsive. I played quite a lot of mobile games and action games in my years, and I found nothing in the market quite like this. The Punishing Gray Raven's combat being the bread and butter of the game. Essentially, the way the combat works, you want to ping orbs of 3 with the same color to execute skills and make precise dodges to the enemy attacks. Once you do, you'll enter Matrix. This is where the enemies will be temporarily frozen, giving you a small window to do some major damage to them. There's nothing more satisfying than doing the perfect dodges and destroying your enemy with well-timed attacks. The game lets you choose a maximum of 3 characters to form a team. You can switch between the 3 characters while in battle, so it's honestly pretty simple and easy to get into once you get used to it. The game also provides a tutorial teaching you the basics of combat. A big reason why I love this game, and a lot of the community, is that this game can be incredibly challenging. If you want it to be, of course. The game offers some of the most mold-inducing content I've had the pleasure of experiencing. Some of the content comparable to that of Dark Souls. That said, the game can also be played very casually and doesn't require any of your hair to play. Combat alone doesn't make a game great or a must-play. The characters and the environment have to be equally thought out and worked on. Luckily, this is something Kuro Game has done exceptionally well in Punishing Gray Raven. The character models and textures are absolutely stunning in this game. Probably the best I've seen in any mobile game, in my opinion. I mean, just take a look at these particle effects. Beautiful. You can really tell the developers took their time making sure their characters not only play great, but look great too. That's something I appreciate and took notice right away when I started playing. Every character bringing a unique feel and look, along with a playstyle for you to enjoy. To complete the must-play trinity, you need to have some fire music. And man, does the Punishing Raven have that. You know the artists making these bangers are the sole reason we have temp increases all around the world. The music is such a huge reason why I look forward to every single patch. Here's a quick listen to some of my favorite tracks. Hey, that's a bar though. Anyways. When putting the combat, characters, and music together, there's just this rush and intensity that you get that I've only experienced when playing games like the masterpiece of The Witcher 3. Now let's get into the content of the game. The game offers a ton of content off the bat for players. Among them, the most important being Warzone, an enemy wave game mode that scores points based on the enemy waves you've defeated. And PPC, a boss rush game mode that scores points on how quickly you can destroy the boss in front of you. Each game mode has specific buffs, so it's a good idea to look at that before going in. However, for newer players, don't even worry about that until you start building your characters, then your teams. It's crucial for new players to complete their dailies, weekly Warzone, and PPC, as it's going to be the best way for new players to obtain black cards and pull for S-rank characters. There's also going to be some other content like Strongholds, Border Pact, Memory Rescue, and Golden Vortex, and much more that will be accessible when reaching a certain level or you've cleared enough story content. Thankfully, Punishing Gray Raven provides the mentoring system, an easy way for new players to power level their accounts to level 83 and help them catch up with more veteran players. With the mentoring system, you get a shit ton of XP, rewards, serum for completing achievements, dailies, And along with the normal weekly missions you have, there's weekly missions assigned by your instructor that also reward you with a ton of XP. And 5-star memories for every weekly mission completed, as long as your mentor is active and completing their dailies as well. You can probably get your account to level 83 and graduate in about 2 to 3 weeks. I highly suggest to apply for an instructor as soon as possible and complete as many achievements as you can before graduating. That way you reap the most rewards. Now let's get into the story. This is where Punishing Gray Raven actually lacks for me, as the main story isn't that well written when starting the game. However, the story does pick up and actually becomes worth reading in the later chapters. Another thing I found lacking is the voice acting. There's actually no voice acting at all. I really wish they would have added this and hope that's something that they're looking to adding in the future, as this can really help with immersion and storytelling. A lot of the newer gacha games like Nikke and Path to Nowhere have some really awesome voice acting included in their story.
Please respond! We've been shot down! BA-01 down! BA-01! Useless piece of...
Chief, don't leave the repair pod. If you don't complete the repair program, your mind will be...
I don't like being disturbed.
And I hope Punishing Gray Raven follows this trend as well. However, they have done an amazing job with the writing and character building in the recent patches, and some of my favorite writing is found in the interludes. In interludes, you can learn more about your favorite character's background and origin story while picking up rewards for completing the content. I highly recommend reading them if you want something to read on your free time. Along with all the content I just mentioned, there's also many timed events that bring different minigames or add aspects to the gameplay that change the way you play. For those who want to be a bit more creative, there are dorms they can decorate and house your characters in chibi form and give them many head pats. Or not. I honestly wasn't interested in the dorms when starting off the game and abandoned my characters to a room and 4 walls, but after they added the template feature, where you choose what dorm template you like and easily build the decorations to quickly place them, I've been finding myself in this area a lot more. Sometimes spending hours trying to make my dorms look nice. It's honestly surprisingly relaxing. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I helped you get an idea of what the game is before you start. You can download this game on the Google Play Store, Apple Store, or TapTap. There are also some emulators like Mew Mew you can use, but thankfully Kuro Games has announced that they are done with their playtest on PC, and hopefully it'll be out very soon. That's great news for the game and the community, and I'm very excited to see what else this game and Kuro Games will surprise us with. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Peace.